Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to another episode of the podcast Stop Crying Poser. Greatest podcast known to man as voted by Miley Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Cyrus from Trailer Park Boys. They all agree that this is the greatest podcast known to man. We are filming this live on Friday, about 4 p.m. Pacific time. If you're not catching this live, then you're a dumb bitch, because the people who are here, their names are as followed: Chic Ninja, Switch Popsicle, Boss Canadian, OG Mickey, Ring-a-Ding, B. Dollar Venus, Die Trap, Burial, Reality, South Kings, and maybe a couple of more in there. I always feel like I time it wrong when I shout everybody out, and there's a little bit of lag going on here, so by the time they say hell yeah, sometimes it just goes away from the screen. That would never happen in Steve-topia. I'll tell you that much right now. I hope you guys are either prepared for a fun weekend or a fun work week, depending on when you're listening to this. God damn it. Let's jump into the news, man. That's how we always start these things. First news article: leave my daughter alone. Leave Brittany alone. Mother confronts alleged bullies inside middle school classroom. Hopefully this article, I read a little bit about it earlier today, hopefully it can inspire parents to really get gangsta. Because, I'll just read it to you guys. A mother has been banned from a Southern California middle school after she walked into a classroom and confronted the kids accused of bullying her daughter. Someone filmed the mom's expletive-laden tirade. Who's writing this, dude? Somebody's trying way too fucking hard to use big words. Ashley Jackson, dumb bitch. The mom's expletive-laden tirade Tuesday morning at Niguel Hills Middle School. Why can't we name fucking schools and people and everything normal, pronounceable names? Is it Niguel? Is it Nigel? Is it Nigel? I don't know. No one knows unless you go there. I went on a trip to, I think it was Tehachapi, and I came back and there was a town called Jurupa, and I get there, I make my whole video, we're in Jurupa, we're skating, I get back, I upload the video, every fucking comment's like, it's pronounced Harupa, and they have to spell it with an H, and all I'm saying is, well, if you have to spell out the way that it's actually fucking sounding, then I don't feel like it's my fault that a fuck up happened. I feel like it was someone's fault who originally wrote a J where maybe an H belonged. God damn it. Oh, we're off to a rough start today, boys. She's a girl. Y'all are boys, okay? If y'all bully my daughter... Oh, this is what she's saying. Okay, let me say it in her voice. She's a girl. Y'all are boys, okay? If y'all bully my daughter, if you look at her the wrong way, if you breathe the wrong way, send your mom to me. Sisters, aunts, anybody over 18, I'll fuck them all up. You understand me? The mother is heard saying in the video. What a great fucking children's book this would be. Leave my daughters alone, and I'm not gonna say it again, she continued before offering free ass-kicking tickets. I like this mom. Man, I wish my mom was like that. Well, she probably was, except she was saying those things to drug dealers instead of teachers and bullies. Some applauded the mom's behavior online, but one student who spoke to KTLA said it was actually kind of scary. Yeah, no shit, you fucking kid. It's probably scary. You feel scared? Probably because you fucked up. Probably got scared because you're wondering if they're yelling at you. Well, quit picking on that chick's daughter, and then you don't have to be scared, right? Isn't that what cops always say? You got nothing to worry about unless you've done something wrong. And then you see that one fucking person in the back seat going, oh shit, shit. Can I see some ID? I lost my it's ID stands for identification. I misplaced the object that I don't know. Can you repeat the question? It's always that. So if you're fucking feeling scared right now, probably that was the bully, right? When that bitch came in there screaming, whoever started sweating, that's who was guilty. At first, it was scary because some random person comes in the class and starts yelling. Like, I don't know what your initial thought would be, the student said in an interview. My initial thought would be, hey, I gotta listen here, right? I mean, the teacher should have probably been like, get the fuck out of here. But then, what would happen then? According to the Orange County Register, a teacher eventually contacted the front office for help. The assistant principal escorted the mom out of the building. The mom's name had not been released. Now, here's the issue. I'm going to read between the lines here because I know exactly what happened. The mom probably reported to the school that her kid was being bullied, and the school probably did nothing. Now, at some point, when it comes to your kid and their safety and their well-being, and even, their happiness, if someone out there is trying to take away your child's happiness, you have a certain, group of things you can do, and it goes in a very specific order. Like, number one, talk to the kid. Okay, hey, next time someone bullies you, give them that sticks and stones bullshit. If they put their hands on you, do your best to beat their ass. If there's more than one, go for the balls and run away. Snitch on them. Fuck it. Okay, you did your due diligence. Number two, that doesn't work, you go to the school. You say, hey, listen, the kid's getting bullied. I think these are the kids who are doing it. So if you guys can pull them aside and warn them or whatever, that'd be cool because they'll probably stop once a little bit of authority is rained down upon them. Okay, that was step two. Step three, that doesn't work again. So you try your very last Hail Mary. You call the school. You demand to speak to the principal. And you say something like this. Hey, if you guys don't get this bullying situation figured out, I'm going to take it into my own hands. God damn it. And then, only then, step four is you're fucking jumping in that classroom talking shit. I don't think there's anything wrong here. I feel like if that mom went through the steps, step one, step two, step three, and then step four, I feel like, hey, that's what happens. Also, I'd like to note that hopefully she didn't threaten any kids because that would be a big line that you would cross, threatening the kids. She did what the parent should legally be able to do. Threaten the kids' moms, right? Free ass kicking tickets, god damn it. Okay, here's what it is too. Kids are scared of their parents, right? Like, you walk in, you grab a big thing of milk, you spill it, you drop it, and because you're a lazy fucking stupid kid, you spill milk, and your mom goes, why the fuck are you fucking with the milk? It's 4 in the fucking afternoon, you don't need no damn cereal, you dumbass kid. So the kid goes, oh fuck, shit, what did I do? So imagine how mad your mom's gonna be when you spill milk or you spill some soda on the couch. Have you seen your mom really fucking mad? Imagine how fucking mad your mom's gonna be when she gets her ass kicked and it's because of you. Oh man, you ever heard of the fucking exponential ass kicking rule? I just invented it right now. If your mom gets her ass kicked because of something you did, you're now gonna get your ass kicked 1,000 times harder and for more time. So let's say if your mom got her ass beat for 20 seconds, let's say about 3 world stars. Like if there were 3 world star, world star, my hair, world, 3 world stars in, that means you're going to get 3,000 world stars worth of ass whooping. And you're not going to want to do that. And that's going to cause you to stop bullying. I feel like this is great. This is a great thing. More people should do this. OG Mickey says that is how school shooters are born. Maybe. I feel like maybe school shooters are born from bullying. I'm not sure if I misunderstood what you're saying, but you get bullied too long and too hard and no one fucking does anything, no one stands up for you, no one steps in, and your parents don't give a fuck, then yeah, maybe you fucking go crazy in your brain. First off, this too, I hated high school. I hated it. Elementary school, I was cool. It was all good. I got in trouble a lot. I had a lot of friends. It was great. Middle school, pretty cool, all that. High school came around, didn't have that many friends, kind of disliked everybody. Everybody was fucking stuck up and bitch made, and I was just a fucking bum ass skateboarder, and there was no badass skateboarders in my school. They were all pussies, so I didn't really get along with nobody. Thank God no one bullied me. But think about it, I hated school a fucking ton, without any bullying. Then you add on bullying to that, and you add on a shitty home situation, and you add on that maybe you have a couple guns in your possession, then yeah, fucking fucked up shit happens. So thankfully, this fucking kid's mom cared enough about him or her to go in there and at least try to do something. Because clearly it seems like the school's not going to stand up for a kid getting bullied, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Let me know in a comment what you would do if you were in this situation where, say, your kid was being bullied and you tried to talk to the school and you tried to talk to your kid. What's next? Other than teaching your kid jiu-jitsu, which, by the way, doesn't work great when you're getting punched, doesn't work barely at all when there's two people beating your ass. So you got that. Sure, you can teach your kid to be a fucking badass fighter. I feel like back in the day, bullies were like fat kids who couldn't do shit, so you fucking pop them once in the face or whatever, and they're like, oh shit, I'm done bullying. Nowadays, I feel like the bullies, they go home and practice shit. They don't practice watching UFC all day. Like, oh man, they're because a black belt and fucking bullyism. So nowadays, these bullies get tougher and tougher. I remember, I didn't know that many bullies in school. Actually, it was more like, if I was being bullied, I'd just be like, dude, fuck you. You know, I think that was more kind of just like, dude, fuck you. You're not gonna do shit to me, motherfucker. But I feel like nowadays, you can say fuck you. You got the internet now, too. They jump on there. They get 3 of their fucking homies from Facebook. They meet up. I feel like it can get really crazy now with the internet. Back when I was in the bullying phases, didn't have any bullies, but also didn't have no Facebook. Didn't have no internet. Didn't have shit. Ron Stop says, I was getting bullied by some bitch boy who had a crush on me and through bullying me would win me over. Oh, thought. Bullying me. Bitch, learn how to spell. My dad told me to tell the school first, and if they didn't do anything, he gave me the green light to beat his ass. Long story short, I beat his ass, and he graduated with his tail behind his legs. I feel like that's something that did work back in the day, but now it's hit or miss, especially with all these school shooting stories we got every day now. You go beat somebody's ass at school, next day they come with a gun, ready to get you. Kane says, not only that, especially here in Clark County, if you get punched, not even throw a punch, get punched, you're getting suspended. It's crazy. Oh, shit. On top of that, speaking of here in Nevada, every other goddamn week we have some news article about a gang fight, a racist gang fight at every different school. It doesn't matter which school it is. It used to be the ghetto schools. Now every fucking high school has some weird fucking race riot a couple times a year. I don't know, whatever. So, long story short, I think this mom did a good job. Hope she doesn't get in too much trouble. And as long as she didn't threaten any children, I feel like this is cool. She did trespass. She's going to get 86 from the property. That's cool. You're gone. You're out of here. All is fair. Everything that happened for a reason. And everything's fine with me. City of Las Vegas ends enforcement of HOV lanes. You know what HOV stands for? I'll tell you a funny story. I used to work security for a gated community. And I had to memorize everyone's last names. And every time they would drive in, I would wave and I would open the gate. And if they were having a problem with their house or whatever, I would have to I guess I really didn't do shit. They would have to put someone on a list and they would come in and they'd be like, here, I'm here to clean the carpet. I'd be like, oh, okay, which house? This house. And I would be required to call the house and say, hey, Mr. Jones, we have accurate house cleaning here. Should I send them in? Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Boom. Send them in. That was my job. And it was a really kind of like a rich neighborhood, right? A lot of really wealthy people in there. Not super rich, but like worth like $1 million kind of rich. So at Christmas every year, each person would give me like $50. I remember one Christmas I got like $900 all together. It was fucking crazy. One person gave me a steakhouse like coupon for $100. $100 gift card to a steakhouse here called Morton's. Anyways, whenever I see this HOV lane, there was a guy who lived there whose last name was Hovaten. Hovaten. I forgot the first name. Maybe Gary. Let's just say Gary Hovaten. I don't know the fucking name. Whatever. And I remember one day, he's like kind of like a middle-aged guy, came by and he's like, so I was driving on the freeway. I saw that there's these lanes that say HOV lanes. Wonder what those mean. And I was like, I know they don't stand for your last name, Mr. Hovaten. He's like, I wonder what that is. So then I was like, looked it up. Stands for high occupancy vehicle. You have to have 2 or more people in the car. And I don't know why, but for some reason, it's weird what your brain remembers to remember. But the way that I sort of interpreted that is this guy was so pretentious that he sort of made a joke that maybe the highways were written with his name in them, like with him in mind somehow. Like they painted the first 3 letters of your last name on the highway because they care about you or something like that. Maybe I was overthinking it, but I always thought that shit was pretty funny. Anyways, I only clicked this to tell that story. What they're doing is back in the day, they used to fine you if you were driving with one person in the HOV lane. I did it all the fucking time, okay? Because usually you can see police all around you. Like, maybe you could get caught doing it at night. Maybe that's a good way for them to pull you over and try to give you a DUI or something. But in the daytime, there's two streets right here called Decatur and 95. And right when you switch from Decatur onto the freeway, there's a big HOV lane. You can pass everybody like, fuck y'all. There's no way a cop could ever catch you. I used to fucking cheat that system all day long. Now, they don't do it anymore. And I think it has something to do with Steve-topia, because every lane should be the HOV lane, first off. Second off, just because you got nobody in your car doesn't mean you don't got nowhere to be. I would argue that if there's two people in your car, you're probably not doing anything that exciting, right? If there's one person in your car, probably going to work. Two people in your car, probably just fucking around. That's my main thing. You're probably just fucking... Four people in your car? Oh, you guys are going to commit a fucking crime. Pull them over. God damn it. But one person, HOV lane, not a big deal. Anyways, I don't want to read this story because it sounds stupid. Anyways, if a driver is caught in the HOV lane alone, they could get hit with a $250 ticket within Las Vegas city limits. If someone gets a ticket, they can go to court and ask for the fine to be reduced to a parking ticket. The court will lower it down to $10. So you can still get a ticket. Here's what I don't like about how these ticket shits work in the world. Right here, they're telling you, hey, not that big of a deal. But they're still telling you that they're going to find a way to fuck you up somehow. Right? Hey, driving the HOV lane, whatever. It's a crowded place right now. I know there's a lot of construction. Sure, driving the HOV lane. Oh, by the way, fuck you. Here's $250 ticket. Now we have to make you stop your life to go to court to hopefully get that shit pushed down to $10. For what? For doing something that's barely illegal? $10? Is it worth it? Here's what you should be allowed to do. Here's what you should be allowed to do. You should be allowed to skip all this shit if you give the officer $20 in cash. You should be able to skip everything. Otherwise, the system's going to get clogged up. I've always said that. Can you imagine if every person who ever got a traffic ticket or a registration ticket or a parking ticket, if every single one of those people went to court and fought it, oh, they would shut the fucking courts down. It'd be over. The system would implode. Here in Las Vegas, and probably a couple other places around the country, we have these things called like ticket lawyers. So what they do, this is all they do. They take your speeding tickets and your parking tickets and your little dingers, right? Your little bumper fucking dingers. What the fuck is that word I'm trying to think of? God damn it. The little small accidents, fender benders, bumper dingers. What am I, retarded? The little fender benders, and they go and they do all that, and they go to court for you. And basically, they don't even have a trial. They just go in there. They say, hey, I'm representing this guy. We know you have nothing on him. You got him speeding, but there's no such thing as speeding because you can't ever prove that your machine's working. So we're going to go in there and we're going to fucking fight it down. Rather than waste everyone's times, right? Whoever's fighting or the judge or whatever's like, okay, cool. Quick fucking, here. Pay the fine. Done. And then you pay the ticket boss. They pay their people, whatever. It's fucking great. And your lawyers are all people who are like... beginner lawyers, right? They don't have any law experience, so they're getting experience. It's great for everybody. It's especially great for the city. Do you guys have that anywhere but here? I got a ticket in California, and I called some guy, and I left a message on this lawyer's recorder, and I remember he called me back, and he's like, yeah, that doesn't exist here. It wouldn't be worth my time. And I'm like, yeah, I know it wouldn't be worth your time. That's why you just call whoever's prosecuting me and just say, hey, if we went to court, it would be a waste of everyone's time. So why don't we just settle this? But they had no idea what the fuck was happening right there. I don't know. So yeah, that article was a complete waste of time. I thought it would be more interesting. Whatever. Now for the juicy stuff. Pregnant teen slain. Baby cut from her womb after woman offered her free baby clothes over Facebook. Lily first told me about this story. I had no idea what was going on. Sounds like some scary fucking movie. Or some like mean-spirited thing you'd do at a quinceañera. I'm joking. Marlon Ochoa Lopez was 9 months pregnant when she went missing. The dark-haired 19-year-old vanished on April 23rd after she made an appeal to mothers on a Facebook group called Help a Sister Out. She needed help securing a double stroller for her toddler and new baby on the way, according to social media posts and a pastor who had been assisting her family. So she's having a kid. She's having a rough time. She reaches out for help from other mothers who have been in the same situation. Seems like things couldn't go wrong. Oh, but they did. A student at a Latino youth high school, Ochoa Lopez, wrote that she was jobless and short on cash. She was willing to buy, trade, or simply accept the donation. Okay, well, now I don't want to be mean about this, but that's my worst nightmare, is one day having a kid and not having the means to provide for that kid. Worst fucking nightmare. Which is why, up until this point, I've tried very hard. I've done almost everything in my power to never have a kid. And I'm saying this, I know there's a big abortion debate going on out there. I don't know the details of it, but I feel like some people should have that same mindset. Here's what it is. I'm down to have a kid, okay? Just let me get a couple $100,000 in the bank. That way, if anything goes sour, kid's taken care of no matter what. I feel like a lot of people don't ever consider that ever. They're like, oh shit, dude. Oh, you have a vagina and I have a dick? Let's fucking just jump in there, dude. Let's get this going. Oh, shit, you work at McDonald's and I work at Craigslist? Shit, let's do it. And that always, like, it's just a weird thing. I've never been in that situation, but it's weird. And I certainly don't mean to bring that up to talk shit on this girl, because it looks like she had a pretty rough time this past couple weeks. A woman responded with an offer of new baby clothes and other unused items, according to the posts. She asked Ochoa Lopez to message her privately. Ochoa Lopez's body was found Tuesday in a garbage can in the backyard of the woman who had offered to help her. She had been strangled with a coax cable, her unborn baby forcibly removed from her womb. Deputy Chief of Detectives Brendan Dinahan said, the baby is in grave condition at a hospital. 3 people who were in the home have been charged, 2 with murder and other charges, and 1 with concealment of a crime, police said. They include Clarissa Figueroa, 46, who allegedly lured Ochoa Lopez to the home, and her 24-year-old daughter, Desiree, or maybe Desire, I can never tell, who police said confessed to participating in the slaying. That is insane. How, okay, if I ever came up with some dumb, crazy fucking idea with Lily and another friend, like, hey, fucking Schwugs and Lily, let's go fucking kill this mom and rip the baby out of her stomach. At least one of those people would be like, nah, I gotta get my hair done that day. Let's just go bowling instead. I feel like it would be, there's no way that it would be like, oh yeah, dude, I was thinking the same thing. How do you get these like people on board? Jesus Christ. Words cannot really, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Really? Words cannot express how disgusting and thoroughly disturbing these allegations are. Police said the break in the case came on May 7th. What? 2 weeks later, when a friend of the victim told detectives of Ochoa Lopez's Facebook exchanges with Figueroa before she vanished. Apparently, Ochoa Lopez had purchased baby items from the suspects in the past. Ultimately, DNA evidence and interviews led us to the 3 offenders that are now charged. Jacobita Cortez, a pastor at Adalberto Memorial United Methodist Church, AMUMC, where the family has sought help, said Ochoa Lopez's mother told her of a conversation, blah, blah, blah. Her mother told me Marlon was always affectionate, but that day she seemed especially loving. And the next day, Marlon disappeared. On the day Ochoa Lopez went missing, I hate saying that fucking name. The Chicago Fire Department had received a call about a newborn in distress from the home where the young mother's body was eventually found. The baby, now gravely ill, was taken to a hospital that day along with a woman who claimed to be the mother. So she ripped the baby out and then claimed that she was the mother of the baby? Kane says Jacobita is a pretty great name. I want to name a little chihuahua that. Jacobita! Time for dinner! Dinahan said detectives visited the Figueroa home last week after learning of the Facebook contact between the 2 women. Desire Figueroa told them her mother was in the hospital for problems with her legs. Liar! Then she revealed that her mother had just delivered a baby. Liar. He said Ochoa Lopez's car was found near the home. Oh shit. Dead giveaway. When detectives interviewed blah, 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 blah. On Tuesday, armed with a search warrant, detectives discovered bleach and cleaning solutions in the home, along with evidence of burned clothing and blood on the floors of the living room, bathroom, and hallway. So this was a fucking bloodbath. According to Dinahan, Ochoa Lopez's body was found in a garbage can in the yard with the cable used to strangle her and other evidence. Wow. Desiree Lopez told detectives that she helped her mother strangle Ochoa Lopez. What the fuck is going on here? The two women have been charged with one felony count of first-degree murder and one felony count of aggravated blah, 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 whatever. Where's more of the crazy details? We lived together for 4 years. Now I see her with her eyes closed. What are you talking about? What the fuck? Who cares? This is a crazy fucking story. I don't like that I can't just get the facts. Every fucking time I read these articles, it'll be like something completely retarded, like, oh shit, a bank downtown was robbed. Suspects unknown. The end. And that's the whole article. Then when I read this shit, I get every single retarded detail of shit that's not involved whatsoever. I don't know. The story's crazy. What do you guys think should happen to these people? All three of them, are we all on the same page? Lock them up forever or just kill them? Are we in agreement there? I would like to hear the other side of the story, though. I would like to hear, at least to give me, like, a motive, right? I don't feel like people just go, hey, you want to have my baby shit? Oh, and I'm going to kill you randomly. I feel like maybe it could be something along the lines of, like, maybe they saw this mother, like, unprepared to have a kid, and they were like, dude, we can't let this chick have a kid. Maybe she was, like, really annoying. Maybe she walked in there and was like, do you have any, like, other strollers? Because this one has ketchup on it, and I don't fucking like ketchup. Even though you're giving it me for free, I don't like ketchup. And maybe they're just like, you know what? We're going to kill her. She's bitching about ketchup, dude. She's dead. Maybe it was something like that. I would just love to hear the other side of the story, just in case there's at least some sort of logical motive. That's all I want to know. We really shouldn't be making jokes about these kind of stories. But I'm just saying, I want to know both sides. I feel like I always hear these fucked up stories, like things that happen on the news, and I never hear, like, a statement. Like, right after people get sentenced, like, oh, you're going to jail for 100,000 years, I feel like you should be allowed to say, like, one last thing. Because once you go to prison, there's no more cameras looking at you. There's no letters you can write that anyone's going to care about. The case is solved, you're in jail, and people just kind of forget about it. So I'm wondering what's going on here. Anyways. Chic Ninja says, the lady had a miscarriage. That's generally the motive when a woman steals the baby. That's no excuse, man. People go through fucked up shit all the time. That's no excuse to steal a baby. God damn it. So, speaking of babies, I wish this chick would have had her baby stolen. Mother arrested after hundreds of bugs crawl out of her child's backpack at school. We talked about this in the pre-show. And I don't mean to be mean to fat chicks or ugly chicks or weird-looking chicks, but I always wonder who's fucking these people to make them and then give them children. Who did it? I want to know, because that person should be in a little bit of trouble, right? Because all you have to do is look at this and know this is not something that should have a kid. Now, a Florida woman was arrested last week on felony neglect charges after police said her 5 children were living in filthy condition. 5 children! Now, we can get a little bit of motivation from this, because if you're an ugly guy or an ugly gal, just look at this person. Terrible, disgusting person, house filled with bugs, fat, overweight, bad skin, retarded, still able to get fucked at least 5 times, maybe more. Who knows? Oh, they were living in filthy conditions, including a girl whose backpack allegedly had bugs crawl out of it at school. Jessica Nicole Stevenson, 33, of Milton in Florida's Panhandle. Florida! Oh my God. See, here's the thing. All ugly people should be in Florida, because that's where it should be. I'm not for separating people based on race or ethnicity or religion, but all ugly and fat people should all go to Florida. Great weather, right? You guys would love it out there. Be around people that you can, like, get along with. Probably plenty of grocery stores. Each grocery store probably has plenty of those carts that you get in. Just fucking cart your fat ass around. You can be around people that truly understand you. I feel like that'd be the greatest. You know how they do, like, tourism commercials sometimes? I get them here in Las Vegas. It'll be like, have you ever wanted the peace and quiet of the stream and go fishing? Well, check out Utah. And it's just a commercial. It's like paid for by the government of Utah. They have shit like that. They should have shit like that for Florida. Like, you know when they have those fucking infomercials like, hey, does your feet swell up and are you fucking fat? Does your back hurt all the time? Bad skin, ugly face, bad breath, hairy face? Well, I've got a state for you, Florida. And then they fucking pay for you to go out there. Just send everyone to Florida. It'd be great. Everyone would be happy. There'd be no victims. No one. Right now, I donate $10 to the cause. Elon Musk, hear me out on this. I donate $10. You donate $10 million. Everyone donates 0.01% of their net worth. Everyone. They donate that so we can send all these people to Florida. Oh, and we would fly over Florida and spray this mist of bug spray that would make it where no one can have kids. Is that against the law? Or is that just a pipe dream? She was arrested 2 weeks after an elementary school worker alleged that Stevenson's second grade daughter had worn the same clothes to school for a week. Now, that's not that bad. I wear the same pants for sometimes up to a month. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Lily thinks it's disgusting. What's up, though? They don't ever stink. All right, that's when I would change them. Or, you know what's more likely to get me to change pants rather than how dirty they are? How tight they are. I've been getting fat lately. Oh, no, I'm on my way to Florida, by the way. I've been getting fat lately, and the pants start to hurt, and I don't know what it is about being tight around the waist, but it also somehow causes them to fucking grab my nutsack and twist it like a fucking beach towel. And I had to change pants yesterday because my balls was hurting, and my balls was hot, and my fucking pants are too tight because I'm getting too fat. But guess what? I have articles like this to motivate me to never be like this person. Anyways, you can wear pants for a week, goddammit. That's what I'm saying. You can wear pants. They're made out of denim. What do you think fucking Indians did? I don't know what they did. I don't think they had pants, but what do you think they did in their free time? Oh, man. Anyways, the girl, when asked, didn't know the last time she'd taken a shower or a bath. Oh, big fucking whoop. I don't know the last time I took a shower. Look at me. I'm doing fine. The worker gave the girl clean clothes and dirt was, quote, caked into the old clothing. Okay, maybe she was out making mud pies. I don't know. Maybe she had a new hobby. Maybe she was changing the oil. Maybe she was trying to get some type of new job going earlier in life so that she's not going to end up like her mom. It's okay to be dirty. What's the big deal here? Number 3, one of the garments had, quote, caked fecal matter and urine soaked into it. Okay, like we haven't all had an exciting weekend here and there. What's the big deal? She didn't change her pants. She doesn't shower. Maybe a little bit of fecal matter caked into the pants. Big fucking deal. Next, number 4. Previously, hundreds of bugs crawled out of the girl's backpack in the lunchroom, and the worker was told that the children's house is currently infested with roaches. Okay, maybe she's an avid bug collector. Why are you reading into this so negatively? All these things could be fine. Big deal. Who cares? The school had given the girl numerous new sets of clothes, but eventually wears them over and over again. Now, jokes aside, this should have been a dead fucking giveaway. You see a kid that fucked up all the time, they should have definitely tried to have taken action earlier. Frogman says those things are normal in Florida. Yeah, maybe this is not a red flag in Florida. Maybe it was bring your fucking bugs to school day or something. Maybe it was shit your pants Wednesday, and that just happened to coincide with the third Wednesday of the month, which is also bring your bugs to school day, which is also roll around in the mud day. See, sometimes the holidays they overlap, right? Sometimes you get like Thanksgiving's on a Sunday, sometimes on Thursday. Maybe that's not a good example, but sometimes Christmas has different days, and if it overlaps with Hanukkah or something, hey, then you end up with shit on your pants and bugs crawling out of your backpack. God damn it, that's what happens. That knife, a sheriff's deputy checked the family's home where Stevenson and her 5 children, I repeat, 5 children. Someone fucked this fucking roach bitch 5 times. Probably 7 or 8. Fucking, let's be real here. Oh, man. Or, you know what? I don't have faith in humanity, but you know what? I should, because maybe she just went to the fucking sperm bank, got grabbed a turkey baster, and just got her done. Maybe. Which is why they should be held accountable also. You know what? How fucking pretentious of me to assume that she had been fucked by a human. God damn it, Steve. Quit judging people. Oh, man. So, those kids ranged ages 5 to 14. The house was infested with roaches and extremely filthy. Now, I was saying earlier, I got a dirty house, okay? Sort of resembles like a hoarder kind of house. There's like shit stacked up in different places. You guys never see it because I try really hard to keep it off camera because this was my grandpa's house and it's sort of like his storage facility / my living space. So I can't throw away his shit. And also, like, even my office right now, if you guys can see, there's just shit all over. Papers, a tech deck, a gun, lip thing, fucking water bottle, this fucking flashlight. Nothing has like an order to it. Nothing's clean. I'm a little bit of a dirty person, right? My bathroom, if you get in there to take a shower in the tub, there's a little bit of like brown stuff on the side, like a ring around the tub. Okay, like that happens too. You go in the kitchen, there's some dishes maybe haven't been done for 5 years. Jesus Christ, for 5 days. I almost said 5 years. How many dishes would I have to have them never be done for 5 years? Anyways. But one thing you'll never see from me is me taking my backpack out and having 1,000 cockroaches fucking crawl out of it. That'll never be an issue for me. Although, we are getting close because I just had this thing happen the other day. I went out to the front yard, I looked down, and the ground was moving. All these tiny little bugs. They're called springtails. I've never heard of a bug called a springtail, but my house is infested. And I put it on Facebook. Turns out every house is infested right now with springtails. They're these little tiny bugs. Fucking tiny. And they don't hurt anything. They don't do anything. They don't fuck up your plants. They don't fuck up your house. They don't do anything. They just look gross. Or you look at them, they're gross. And they have these the spring on their butt. Or if you scare them, they can't fly, but they can spring. They're not even jumping. It's just their butt is like folded into a spring, and then when they get scared, it goes boing, and they fly away, dude. Fucking type it on YouTube. They have some really like slow-mo, like zoomed in Discovery Channel video of this guy like, oh, he's in danger. Boing, he boings away. So whenever I go outside, I looked at them. If I fake swat the wall, they all just boing. They just boing off the fucking wall. Anyways, that really scared me because I thought my house was going to be infested. So I'm already fucking halfway there to Florida, right? House is infested with bugs. I'm getting fat. My fucking pants, I don't wash them that much. I don't shower that much. Now, infestation. What's next? The roaches were on nearly every surface in the home, to include on the children's mattress, in the pots and pans, inside the cabinets and fridge. Piles of cat feces were all over the floor, and the cabinets had no food. There were no clean clothes anywhere in the home except a few articles between the oldest children and the mother. So, maybe, I don't know. Me and Lily just watched this thing about Gypsy, like this girl who got like fucking her mom brainwashed her into thinking she was like sick all the time. And then the kid ended up having like no personality because she was fucking in this weird like blocked off bubble from the world. She had no idea what was going on, sheltered life. And I wonder, like, maybe this girl, she goes to school, she looks at all the other school children, like looking around, like, hey, like, is your bed also infested with thousands of roaches? Like, in her mind, she thinks everything's like that, probably. Like, oh, did you also shower, like, last year? Or did you do it, have you skipped a year? Maybe in her mind, everyone was that dirty, because she was surrounded by only dirty pieces of shit. Literally pieces of cat shit. So, oh my God. Let's skip ahead. Stevenson was charged with 5 counts of neglect of child without great bodily harm. I think it's bodily harm when you're forced to go to school with shit in your pants. Unless you're a toddler, in which case it's a bonus. But if you're fucking, I don't know, 8, 9, or 10, and you go to school with shit in your pants, then you go home, and then you go back to school with the same shit still in your pants, I think we should up that charge to great bodily harm. It's mean, it's embarrassing, it's unfucking healthy. Oh, man. A 3rd-degree felony. If convicted on all counts, she could be sentenced to up to 25 years in prison. Now, here's what fucks me up on the justice system sometimes. I see these fucking people who 10 years ago, they got caught with a pound of weed, and they're just locked up forever. Or, or somebody accidentally fucking hits somebody with their car, and they get charged with manslaughter, and they get fucking, they get 50 years. Their life's completely over a fucking accident, just because they didn't have a good lawyer or whatever. And then I see shit like this, someone who's actively abusing 5 probably innocent children, and the most she could serve is 25 years. That's the absolute most. 25 years for being this fucked up of a parent. I feel like we should definitely up those numbers, bud. We should definitely up those numbers. How about 25 years per kid that you're fucking up? Now, we got to take this at a case-by-case basis, because spanking your kid with a belt is not the same as making them sit in their own shit for months at a time, okay? Because sometimes that becomes like a child abuse thing. Like, oh, man, yeah, I fucking lit the dog on fire and I got spanked, so now I'm fucking putting my mom in jail for being a dick. Like, we got to take it case-by-case. That's a little different than fucking, being forced to have the hundreds of bugs in your backpack. Oh, it's gross. Somewhere on Facebook, I think Schwoogs posted it. It was like this chick sitting in a car, and she had like really nappy hair, and you could see like a fucking cockroach crawl out of the naps, turn around, and go back in. And somebody was filming it from like the back seat. Oh, it fucking creeps me out, man. I hate bugs so much. I hate thinking that a bug's crawling on me. I'm terrified of spiders. The moment that I stop being scared is when I see like it's a lizard. Like, oh, lizard, okay, like you're cool. Spider, gross. Cockroach, gross. Bee or wasp, I hope they take... I don't give a fuck if nothing ever gets pollinated again. Anything that can sting me in the flies is way overpowered. Anyways, let's lock this chick up forever, or take her kids away, or how about this? How about take the kids out the house, fucking nail it shut, nail it shut to where she cannot escape ever, and we'll just see how she does. Right? Because that's basically what she did. She nailed her children's future shut. And had not the state intervened, Florida did something right today. Had not the state intervened, these kids would just be fucked forever. It's dirty, fucked, have no social skills. They would think being homeless is normal. Like they're in a home, but they're basically being homeless in the home. Also, mom probably has no fucking job, right? Probably leeching off the government. Probably getting all the fucking steaks she wants, eating them all up herself, not giving any to her kids. Plenty of places you can go out there and get your kids some donation clothes, as long as you're not worried about possibly getting strangled with a coax cord and having your baby cut out of your stomach. You know what? Maybe this Florida bitch was doing her best. I don't know. Ah, man. This story makes me mad, though. It really does. You know what makes me really mad? Is stories where I hear either a kid is getting fucked up for no reason, an innocent kid, or an old person. Those stories make me so fucking angry. Speaking of that, last week we talked about a woman pushed elderly man off the bus, leading to his death after he told her to be nice. We didn't know that part of the story. He said, be nice, like, hey, can you be nice? And then she pushed him off the bus and he died. Now, I talked to Asian John about this the other day, and he had a slightly different perspective than me. He was saying to himself, so you know what's also crazy about the story? Number one, fuck that chick, okay? But number two, isn't it crazy that you can be out and maybe get in a fist fight or maybe even shove somebody and they fall down and they hit their head just right and then they die? And now you're, number one, you're a murderer. Number two, you could be going to prison for a long fucking time. Isn't it crazy that sometimes life seems so strong, but it's also so fucking fragile? So this bitch pushed this guy down. He's fucking dead. All because he told her to be nice. She was released on bail. Bishop, 25, has been released on $100,000 bail with electronic monitoring pending a prelim hearing of the evidence May 23rd. So this, oh my God, like maybe she made one mistake. She pushed a guy. She shouldn't have done it. But he's also an old guy. And even if he was being a dick, even if he was being a racist, no matter what this fucking old guy was doing, didn't deserve to be pushed off the fucking bus to his death. Now, that being said, I've probably pushed my share of old people. It's probably been done. I don't know of any specific stories, but I've probably pushed an old person here and there. And I'd be devastated if one shove changed the rest of my life. But the video, I feel like the video is pretty damning here, because if you guys want to watch it on your own time, just type it in. It's local Las Vegas news. She shoved this guy pretty fucking hard, and he had no chance to catch himself. Fucking sad story. I'm glad that bitch got caught. I hope they fucking lock her up for, maybe, what do you guys think? 10 years? Lock her up for 10 years. That way her life's not completely over, but now she'll fucking think twice before she ever shoves somebody again. 5 to 10 years. I would say 5 to 10 years. That's my final fucking judgment. Smack the gavel. I don't know. It's just fucking, it makes me so mad when I see like anti-old people shit. I don't know why. What about you guys? You guys have any weird pet peeves when you read about crime shit? Let me know in a comment. Now, I promised you guys I would tell you a poop story. We're almost out of time here, so I'm going to make it quick. Back in the day when I was skateboarding in the old contest circuit, we had this really cool thing here called Extreme Thing. Or no, it was called, I don't know what it was called. Am Jam. Extreme Thing was one of their events, but it was called Am Jam. And for like 8 months out of the year, maybe like 7 or 8 months out the year, every single month there would be a skateboard contest once a month at a different skate park every time. And I was the king of that shit because I was skating parks a lot back then. I killed everybody. So anyways, I showed up to one of these Am Jams, Metro Skate Park. It was actually, I had won an Am Jam at Metro, which got me initially sponsored by a skate shop called Industrial, which at one time was like the 3rd biggest fucking skate shop in the US. Anyways, big fucking deal. I'm bragging about myself now. I show up to Metro. I'm ready, dude. It's like 10 a.m., you know, I'm kind of sleepy or whatever. I'm ready to get like warming up or whatever. I drive all the way up to Metro. It's maybe like 8 miles away, uphill. Drive there because this time I had a car. It was me, Nick G, maybe Richie, and probably one other person, maybe Eddie. I don't know who it was, but it was 4 of us, I remember. So I get there and I go, oh man, I got a shit. So the parking lot of the skate park is completely filled. But across the street, there's like a softball field. Well, big fucking soccer field, softball, baseball, big fucking field. And the bathrooms for the skate park are way out of the way, super far away. So I say, you know what? I'll just go over to this big field. I'll use one of their bathrooms. I get over there. I say, oh man, I got to poop really bad. Holy shit, I got to do it. I'm telling my friends I got to shit. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I go over there. I look at the gate of the door is locked. They lock the public bathroom. Why would they do that? It's like a jail cell. I'm sitting there. Let me shit. Let me shit. I take this metal cup. I go beep, 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 beep. I want to speak to the warden. Let me in. I have to take a shit. So then I realize, oh man, I'm not going to be able to wait. I'm not going to be able to wait. This shit is coming now and it's coming fast. And there's no way I'm going to make it across the street and all the way down to the other side of the separate park to take a shit. So I run to my car. I'm smart. 200 IQ. I have toilet paper. Boom. I always have toilet paper in my car all the time, then and now. If you don't, here's a little bit of adult life advice, something your dad might not have told you. Pack toilet paper in your backpack and in your car. Anywhere you travel, always have toilet paper. It's good to have. That way you don't have to waste a sock. Plus, if you get something real messy, one sock's not going to cover it, so have one fucking big old roll. Anyways, ran to the car, got the roll. I said, you know what? Fuck this. They shouldn't have this shit here. This is a tragedy against humanity. A lot of people are at this park right now. There's going to be a lot of people who have to pee and poop right now. And the gate is locked. You guys knew. The city of Las Vegas knows that there's going to be an event here. Why would they not unlock the gate on a Saturday at 10 in the morning? Prime time for pooping and peeing. People. They fucking locked it. So I go over there and say, you know what, dude? Fuck it. I'm going to take a shit right here in front of this gate. And I wish I could show you guys a picture of how it was. It was very much in the open. Like, if anyone had walked up the stairs from the soccer field, or if anyone had parked anywhere remotely close, I wasn't like in some corner. I was in the fucking middle of the world. Anyone could have seen me shitting. Got down, boom, took a shit. Regular, average, everyday shit. Thank God it wasn't one of my fucking early 30s fucking liquid shits. It was one of those young gun shits. You just get it out, one wipe and you're done. Boom. Pooped on the ground right outside to make a statement. Bow. Unlock this shit or else this is gonna happen more often. Oh yeah, I was a protester that day. I feel like I really made a change for the world. I feel like I'm doing the Lord's work out there. Took a shit. One thing I didn't notice though, in my young mind, I must have been 17, 18 years old. I didn't realize that maybe common knowledge for you guys. It's just one of those things where you've pooped so many times, you forget all the details that happen when you're pooping. Didn't know this, but almost every time that I poop, I also pee. Who would have known? Now, like, if you think about it, next time you're shitting, think about it. And you're going to be like, oh yeah, I did a subtle little pee. I didn't even realize. Just slipped right out of me. A little pee going on. A little pee action. So I was bent over the certain way, pooping, and I pissed into my boxers, which were like around like my knees. So I'm taking a shit. Everything's cool. Shit's going great. Fucking changing the world. Fucking protesting America. And then piss my goddamn boxers. So, pulled everything up. I was all good to go. I started to walk back across the street. I'm fucking laughing about it. I'm like, yeah, dude, I just fucking shit in front of the bathroom, just right there on the ground. They're like, no fucking way, dude. I'm like, yeah, but I also pissed, and I peed on my boxers. I remember Nick G looks at me. He's like, well, yeah, you always piss when you shit. Like it was common knowledge for everybody except me. Oh, but there is a happy ending to this story. I went to that skate park, Metro Skate Park. I got first place in the advanced division, and I also got first place in the best trick contest. God damn it, motherfucker, what? So if anything speaks to my skill set as a professional skateboarder, not only did I win one of the biggest Las Vegas amateur contests, but I did it with piss in my pants. God damn it, motherfucker, what? On the subject of skateboarding, R.I.P. Ben Ramers. We're going to end here on sort of a sad note. Ben Ramers was a pro skateboarder. A lot of people really liked him. I remember he skated pretty good transitional skill skateboarder. And he, from my understanding, took his own life. So, just because someone's smiling and laughing, having a great time, having a great day, you always got to check on your friends. You got to ask them the tough questions. And if you see somebody struggling, you really got to get in there and talk to them. Also, Suicide Prevention Hotline is one Google search away. If you guys are having any type of depression issues or struggling with anything, definitely go out there and find some help. It doesn't mean you're a crazy person. Maybe you just need someone to talk to. And maybe that's all this guy Ben Ramers needed. But we'll never know because he's gone. He's gone now. He's gone forever. Everyone's very sad. And you know what they say. You can only kill yourself once. What do they call it? It's forever solving to a temporary problem or something like that. I don't know the fucking thing. But if you guys are struggling or you know someone who's struggling, get out there, talk to them, get them some help. And if you need to talk to somebody, get on the hotline. And also, you guys can jump in my Discord. We got a good group of people in the Discord. Always willing to chat it up with you guys if you just need somebody to listen to. So our doors are always open here on the Ninja Lifestyle channel. And I don't know, just talk to your friends and appreciate the good times that you have with your bros. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I had a lot more things to talk about, so I'm going to save those for next week. I do have one last trivia question. What was the first crash of NASCAR? No. What was the first cash crop of America? Whoever can get that question right, I don't know if the answers that I have is really correct, but you can win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack delivered to you if you live in the United States. First cash crop of America. Kane says, Tobacco, you are the winner. Kane, talk to me on Instagram or Facebook or Discord, and I will get this shipped out to you immediately. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up live. If you didn't catch the podcast live, oh, don't worry. It comes out early morning on Sunday on both YouTube, iTunes, Podbean, and maybe even a few more internet proclivities. I don't know if that was the right word or not. Can I get a couple of hell yes in the chat so I can shout out everyone who did show up here live? If you want to show up live, all you got to do is find me on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle right around 4 p.m. Pacific time on Fridays. We do this every single Friday. This is episode like 58 or 59 or something like that. We've been doing it forever, and we're going to keep doing it as long as you guys are entertained. Shout out to OG Mickey, Kane, DCAA, Chic Ninja, OG Mickey, Skill Rinser, Switch Popsicle, Chufa Bowl, No Quarters, Butt Spot, iBook Boy, Ring-a-Ting, and of course, my baby cake, Princess Schlill. Please tell your friends about the podcast if it made you laugh. And now I got a whole thing of notes ready for next week, so we're not going to have to struggle trying to find funny things that happened in my life. Oh yeah, I won $1,000 last night. Ha! Fuck you, scooter riders, always wishing bad things to happen to me. This is what happens to me. Good things. I hope you guys have a great night. We will probably have a very short post show because I have a lot of work I need to do today. So I greatly appreciate every one of you guys. Did we get any donations or anything like that? Venus Die Trap donated $6.66. Enjoy some 211s on me. I'll be in town in June. You should have a 211 with me in person. We don't have them here. Venus Die Trap, goddammit, motherfucker, I am down. Shout out to INO for resubscribing, 8-Bit Ranger, Papercut Kira, and also Bass Canadian for the new followers and support. I will see you guys next time. Have a great weekend. Kuna Matata, bitches. Let's play that goddamn intro, motherfucker. What? Anybody who puts a cockroach on my kid can get these hands, motherfucker. Free ass whoopings.